Hey guys and girls, my name is Alan and welcome to this gameplay commentary. So the match we're about to watch is Bounty Hunt, and this is one of my earlier Pak-80 matches.
I've seen some action, Chana. Have you?
Seeing as no one specifically requested to see either more M4 footage or Pak-80 footage, I thought it makes sense to just do the Pak-80 because obviously I haven't talked about it yet, and I can always cover the M4 in a later video. There are a few things I want to talk about because it was just early first impressions in that first video, and I'll link it on the screen now if you want to check it out. But basically, the Pak-80 is one of the new DLC weapons, a classic brought back. It was previously a heavy weapon. Oh, by the way, watch this. Alright, so I hear someone charge a melee. I hear it again. You sort of see like a shadow there. I don't know what the fuck's going on here, but this player is invisible. It is straight up bullshit. Right, so instinctively I just roll, because as soon as you hear a heavy melee charge, you just roll straight away. It's just no two ways about it. And then you turn around and you obviously try and find who did it. And I heard the guy come up and charge the melee, and I didn't know where the hell he was coming from. And then I heard it again, and I was like, "This is something right here." And the teammate goes down. I'm just blind firing where I assume the player is, and unfortunately I do get him. But that is some crazy shit. I mean, when you join a game late, there are so many weird bugs and stuff. Co-op especially as well. I've played matches where, yeah, this was not my proudest moment, so a bit of a suicide to start things off. So yeah, as I was saying, when you play like co-op and stuff, sometimes when you spawn in late, enemies don't spawn in properly, the chests don't spawn in, so you can't buy weapons or anything like that. So there's some weird glitches. I hope they're figuring these things out as the months and weeks go by. I mean, nothing massively well, okay, that one was game breaking, the invisible player one, but I don't think you can. I mean, like, that was just because I joined late, not because of some. Well, I hope it wasn't something because of he did. Otherwise, that needs to be fixed. Whatever the hell it is, that's causing the problem. But yeah. So today's match is going to be the Pak-80, and as I was saying, it was a heavy weapon previously in Uncharted 3, but it's brought back now as just a normal primary weapon. Now, when I first saw footage of this during the live stream, again I did a summary video of all the DLC content. So if you want to find out what was mentioned, some of the finer points they don't always mention on the splash screen, then head over to Aegis Vision. The video is going to be linked on the screen now. It'll also be in the description later on. Well, in the description now, I suppose, as well. So if you want to find out what was in the DLC and some of the finer points, as I said, then head over to the channel and check it out. So yeah, the Pak-80, as I said previously, I've said it like 3 times now. Previously a power weapon, now it's just a normal weapon. It's basically an LMG with a really big clip. There's no reloading. When you pick up ammo, it automatically goes into your clip. Now, on the surface of it, as I was saying just a little bit earlier, I thought at first that this would be really OP, like really crazy. But having used it in action myself, it's not that bad. Rate of fire is pretty decent, damage is pretty decent. However, the thing that really pulls it back is the recoil. Now you can probably see on the screen at the moment, and some of the clips later on, but if you fire outside of cover, the recoil is pretty mental. So even though it's got good damage, good rate of fire, your bullets are going to be all over the place. It's really hard to keep them on target, so you sort of have to spam it in bursts or even semi-automatic even. And if you do it that way, then the DPS is not that great overall. There are better weapons to use. So the situation where this weapon really shines, in my opinion anyway, is as a support class. So you might have seen as well earlier, if you fire from cover, the recoil on the weapon is reduced. And that's one of the things about this weapon, is that if you fire it in the open, the recoil is really bad, but if you fire it from cover, then the recoil is reduced. Hence why I think it's better as a support weapon. So if you're that sort of player who likes to hang back a little bit, hold the middle ground, maybe even provide like an Overwatch sort of character, but you don't really snipe, then this is the weapon for you. I'm actually thinking about substituting it into my support class instead of the weapons I'm currently using, because as I said, it's designed for that sort of situation. So as I said, from cover, really good. The recoil is reduced significantly, as you can see there, but I haven't actually unlocked any of the other mods for it yet, so I don't know what it sort of works well with. It's not really my sort of weapon. I mean, I can use it, as you can see, even though this lobby is probably not the best lobby in the world. But it is a good weapon. It's hard to use, but as I said, that's probably because it's situational more than anything. You can't use it for run and gun, at least I don't think you can do it very. I mean, there are better weapons to use if you're going to do run and gun, that's for sure. I mean, you can blind fire, but the recoil is mental, and the spray from the blind fire is pretty bad as well. So, as I said, it's more of a support class, something where you hold back a little bit, just like I'm doing at the moment. You're providing Overwatch, picking off targets from a distance, that sort of thing. And the fact you don't have to reload means you can put down a shit ton of suppressive fire, putting pressure on the enemy players basically, and letting your team either push forward or retreat or whatever they need to do. So, it fills that role really nicely, I feel. kill, and I don't really play like that. I mean, I can play like that. If the team's doing terrible and I have to fill that support role, then I will do it. But usually I like to be on the front attacking, or if I'm playing the objective, then I'm definitely not going to use this weapon if I'm playing the OBJ. So it's quite, I wouldn't say niche, but I feel it would shine best in, as I say, the support role, which is how I would consider this weapon. I think that's about all the main points that I need to discuss for this weapon. So just to recap, always fire from cover. You can do it in the open, but the recoil is going to be mad, so it's not worth it. It's probably not best used as a running gun weapon, so if you get up into enemies' faces, the chances are they'll destroy you and not the other way around. And don't use lock and load boost at level 1 because it's completely pointless, seeing as all the ammo goes into the single clip anyway. However, if you are using level 2 for the 3-second cooldown on the gear, then I guess you can continue using it, which is what I've done I think in this video. But outside of that, level 1 lock and load is completely pointless. That's about it, I think. I mean, as I said, I will continue to try and use this weapon with other attachments as and when I get them, but it's not the sort of weapon I turn to straight away, so I don't know how long it's going to take me to get those attachments. And even then, even if I do use a weapon, it'll probably be in a support role, and I only do that if the team's absolutely terrible, and I feel like I need to pick up that role because no one else is doing it. So as for the next match, I'm probably going to do the other DLC weapon that I've got. So I don't know if you've seen my DLC chest opening. That is also on the channel at the moment. And basically, I've unlocked a bunch of the DLC weapons, and so I'm going to try the other ones that I've unlocked out. I won't tell you what I've unlocked in case you want to watch the video for yourself. I'll link it on the screen now, but it'll also be in the description. So I'll probably do one of the other weapons that I've unlocked, and then we'll go from there. Oh, something else I wanted to mention actually is that this weapon is actually really good in co-op. Because of the fact you don't need to reload. On the higher difficulties you kind of want to be in cover anyway because of the damage that you take otherwise in the open, so it works out really well, and the fact that it can carry a crap ton of ammo as well is always a bonus. But that will do it for this video. As you can see, the match is coming to an end. I joined late, we were winning really big anyway, so it wasn't too much of an effort, but the other team just, I don't know what they were doing. They just, either they were beginners or whatever. This was recorded shortly after Christmas, so they could be Christmas noobs. I still haven't actually talked about that as a topic yet. I guess we're kind of past that point now, but yeah, Christmas noobs is definitely a thing. And in the Uncharted 4 multiplayer, I definitely noticed that the lobbies after Christmas were filling up a bit more quickly, and they were like pretty much, this was like a fine example. They weren't too great, so having a bit of a good time, ruffle stomping them, going through to the new year. But I think it's sort of balanced itself out now. People are learning whether they enjoy the game and either stop playing it, or they have actually got better at the game, in which case it's not as easy to ruffle stomp. Okay, so as you can see, I ended up 20-2. The one death actually was from a suicide, so it should have been 20-1 really. But hey, pretty decisive win, as I said. The lobby weren't the best in the world. Anyway, if you enjoyed the content, consider tapping that like button. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, thanks for watching, thanks for listening, take care, and I will see you later.